A very warm welcome to you. It's indeed a pleasure to have you join us again on Almond Finance and Wealth Reports this week. As you know, we are your source for latest happening information in the financial sector of the nation's economy. Many thanks also to our partner on this program, Standard Alliance Life Assurance Limited, for their continued support. My name is Faith Ugwode. On this edition of the program, we'll kick off by bringing you the exclusive interview I had with the Director General of the Nigerian Insurers Association, NIA, Mr. O.S. Thomas. We'll be looking at the no premium, no cover policy issued by the National Insurance Commission, NICOM. Plus, we bring you highlights of the 5th anniversary lecture and award of Business Journal that took place during the week at the Sheraton Hotel and Towers Ikeja here in Lagos. The 5th anniversary lecture of Business Journal was under the patronage of the Executive Governor of Bauchi State, Malam Isa Yuguda, who was represented at the occasion by the Head of Service Bauchi State, Alhaji Abdul Danlagi. The chairman at the occasion was Dr. N.S. Ndukwe, the immediate past Executive Chairman of NCC. And among the guest speakers was the Group Managing Director of Royal Exchange PLC, Mr. Chike Mokonye. Plus, our regulars on the program, our Voice Pop segment, Waiting Insurance the DUSEF, and the Insurance Talk Celebrities Edition. I urge you as always to sit back, relax, and spend this time with us, but all the details are coming to you after this break. Please stay with us.
On Almond Finance and Wealth Report, we ask the right people the right questions.
No Nigerian trusts the other, and they don't believe, the average Nigerian doesn't believe that the insurance company will pay the claim. They believe that the insurance company will not pay the claim. So when you pay the claim, they are quite pleasantly surprised.
A system that ensures that your naira will depreciate, that excess liquidity will prevail when you earn increasing dollars. It should be reverse.
The whole idea of insurance, as far as I'm concerned, is to spread the risk. That is the actual cost.
We highlight the right events. And the right music. Join your host, Faith Ugwode, every week on this station. Almond Finance and Wealth Report, the right platform.
All right, moving on straight to our exclusive interview with Mr. O.S. Thomas, where we looked at the no premium, no cover policy. According to him, the no premium, no cover policy has come to strengthen the position of underwriters in Nigeria. But some would also argue that issues of standing premium seems to be more prevalent with corporate accounts. I don't have the statistics, but I'm just saying it seems to be, because the practice used to be if you don't grant credits, some other person is willing to grant the credit. How do you see that, given the very stiff competition for corporate accounts in the market?
No, what we have now, the directive we have now is a leveler, in the sense that if I don't do it, I'm sure that nobody else can do it, because there's the third person that is watching. So that's one you can't, it's not a case of if you're not ready to grant me credit, I can go to another company. That company will not also grant the credit. Because if he does that, and I'm aware of it, I can inform the regulator. So I believe that does not arise, or that cannot arise anymore. Well, I will also let you know that the policy holders here at the association, we have what we call consult the lead, and this was informed by the fact that companies, corporate bodies, when they insure and they feel that premium, nothing has happened over a period, they will jump to another company. Meanwhile, the premium for the previous years wouldn't have been paid. So the consult the lead, once we get to know about such a case, we circularize the fact that this is a debtor company. Don't deal with this company until the issue of the previous premium has been settled.
Is that being is that being effective?
Quite effective. Quite effective. There was a particular company that wrote, and when they got to know about this circular, they quickly had to go and settle, because that company cannot afford not to have insurance cover. So I believe that the no premium, no cover has come to strengthen the position of the underwriters. Tell me, you went to buy a car worth 15 million. You bought it cash down, you issue your check. Now you are going to pay maximum of probably 10%. If it's commercial, probably 12.5% of it. You pay as premium of the value of the car, as premium for comprehensive. And you say, that's the one you think you should delay. That's the one you think you should spread over a period of 12 months. I don't think such is being fair to the market. Of course, you know that if you pay, if it is spread over the month, over a period, over that period, you are paying that past proportion. If anything happens, there's a liability up to the point of that value, or a little less, depending on the policy content. So why do you think the industry had to suffer things that? And of course, I must say that we must be conscious of those things that goes into determining the premium. Part of this is it is assumed that the premium that is collected at the beginning of the cover has to be invested, and that absolute amount plus the investment income is assumed to be sufficient to pay claims over a period for a group of people. But the element of interest is lost because premium will not come in on time. So in summary, I want to believe that the no premium, no cover is a great policy.
Okay, sir, I want to bring you on the issue of, oftentimes you find post-recapitalization, we've had insurance companies go offshore outside the country to establish branches and all that. But you still find some very big local government areas, even here in Nigeria, that you can't find a single insurance presence there. So do you also see that while working on this project as a challenge, and how is the industry trying to address that?
Well, you see, where you locate your business, to me, first and foremost, I see it as a board decision or a company's decision. And you have reasons for wanting to go to different places. But I know that money will go to where it earns highest returns. And that's what the normal economic principle will tell you. But I would say that for some that have gone out, they have their reasons, which are best known to them. But I believe that if we fully go into this market, into the Nigerian market, if we exhaustively go into the nooks and crannies of this nation, we can probably get more than what we are presently getting from some of those countries. Some of those countries are they are smaller than some of the local governments, or probably at best some of the states. And we still have some states where the presence of insurance is yet to be felt. But I believe that with what is going on now, with a lot of initiatives from individual companies, they are trying to spread out. And of course, you also know that the structure of an organization is dependent on the strategy of each company. Some, they want to limit their scope because of the nature of the areas of the industry where they want to operate. For example, if you are in a special risk area, you want to focus on special risk, oil and gas and the likes, you have no business having so many branches. But if you want to go on personal lines, you know that what is going to drive it is so many branches. You remember the days of some of the companies that were transacting industrial life, some individual life. Of course, you need, in that case, the more the merrier, because you want to reach out to every part of the country.
Okay, sir, I'm going to put the searchlights on on you as the Director General of the NIA.
Yeah.
Now, no doubt there have been some noticeable changes in the association since your time here as the Director General.
Yeah.
How has it been for you, and what has been the drive for you in this space?
Well, as an individual, I try to make a bit of a difference when I get into any environment. And every day I live, I see it as an opportunity to do all that I can now, because I don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. So since I got here, I felt that we should start from within, and that's why we started with a little bit of renovation and remodeling, working on the staff itself, making the environment a bit conducive. Though we think that we could probably still do better, but probably taking off from here. Then again, we've been having very useful relationship with all our member companies who are my employers in the first instance. So we've and the issue of capacity building, we've stepped it up to try as much as possible. Look at the present workforce of our member companies, arrange programs that will increase them in knowledge, because the industry itself is a knowledge-based one, and also relate with the outside world and trying to adapt what we think has been good in other countries in this area. We've had some very good relationship, but I tell you that all this wouldn't have been possible but for the kind of governing council members that we have had since I came in here, and they have been very cooperative. They have been very when they criticize, very constructive, and especially the leadership of the council. In the past, I've worked with this is the second chairman that I'll be working with, and the two of them, both the past and the present, fantastic people. So they've allowed me to express myself, and of course that has given me the latitude to probably try some of the things I think is good for the association.
And the results are showing now.
I want to believe. I want to believe.
I didn't believe in insurance, but it's just God that can insure life. But it's good to do it. But to me, it's just only our God that can insure your life, can insure your property. Because when you're saying the people that you are going to meet, to go and meet to insure you, they can die tomorrow. But it's just only God that can sustain you, sustain your family. But if you put everything into the hands of God, God will surely see you through everything you are doing. That's the only thing I can say concerning insurance. It's good. Very, very. I didn't say it's not good. Maybe your car had an accident. You understand? To be able to give you another. It's good. Maybe your house there's a fire, but we pray that in life that we definitely bad thing will happen. But as to me, always praying every morning that God, whenever I'm going out, let good thing happen to me. That's the only thing I can say concerning that.
Alright, moving on straight to highlights of the 5th anniversary lecture and awards of Business Journal that took place during the week at the Sheraton Hotel and Insurers under the chairmanship of Dr. N.S. Ndukwe, the former executive chairman of NCC. Among the recipients of awards this year were Starco Insurance PLC, Leadway Assurance Limited, and of course our partner on this program, Standard Alliance Life Assurance Limited. Business Journal, one of the leading business magazines in the country, recently marks its 5th-year anniversary with a lecture and awards at the Sheraton Hotel and Towers, Ikeja, Lagos, under the distinguished patronage of the Executive Governor of Bauchi State, His Excellency Malam Issa Yuguda. The theme of the anniversary lecture was, "Is Nigeria going forward or developing backward?" The chairman of the occasion was Dr. Ernest Ndukwe, immediate past executive chairman, Nigerian Communications Commission, while father of the day was Dr. Justus Uranta, former managing director, Niger Insurance PLC. Among the guest speakers were the group managing director of Royal Exchange PLC, Mr. Chike Mokonye. In his opening remarks, the chairman of the occasion, Dr. Ernest Ndukwe, noted that 5 years in journalism profession is no mean feat, as they are faced with lots of challenges.
5 years of activity in the journalism profession is no mean feat. You know, journalists, if you're not careful, your paper might be closed down, or something serious might happen, or you might run out of money, and you might not be able to continue publishing. But we're here today because Business Journal has continued to survive despite whatever challenges they might have faced during the past 5 years. So we should actually give them a big round of applause. I have very high regard for the journalism profession, for the simple reason that it's a profession that contributes a lot to the development of society.
Business Journal magazine has grown in the last 5 years in the business community, having reported key sectors of the economy such as telecoms, banking, insurance, oil and gas, as well as tourism. In his opening remarks, the publisher and editor-in-chief of the magazine, Prince Kuki, recalled how the magazine started in 2008 at the height of the global financial meltdown. According to him, running a small business in Nigeria is as difficult as climbing Mount Everest.
Running a small business in Nigeria is comparable to climbing Mount Everest. We all know the story of Mount Everest, the highest peak on planet Earth. So for you to say you want to start and run a small business in Nigeria, that means you have decided to climb Mount Everest. It's a difficult task. You must be a lion or lions to start and sustain a small business in Nigeria. Indeed, only men and women of exceptional courage and determination have ventured and succeeded in this climb. The main truth is simple. Nigeria is not a conducive breeding ground for small businesses. And that's why you have it that 80% of small businesses failed in the first 5 years of establishment. Meaning that at least for you to say you survive, at least you must cross the 5-year threshold.
Also speaking, the representative of the governor of Bauchi State, Alhaji Abdul Danlagi, head of service Bauchi State, noted that all stakeholders must come together if Nigeria must move forward.
It is therefore necessary that these problems be looked into with a view to finding lasting solutions to them. As stakeholders, therefore, we have to put heads together to make our country great and make it move forward politically, economically, and socially in the shortest possible time. Suffice it to say that I see a great Nigeria in spite of our difficulties and challenges. All developing economies normally pass through this process and eventually surmount them. I am therefore very positive that with the current transformation agenda of the federal government, of course, and what my administration is doing in Bauchi State, we will surely continue to grow and move forward and not develop backwards.
The media is often described as the fourth estate of the realm because of the critical role it plays in society. Delivering the paper entitled "The Media as Critical Partners in Closing Insurance Awareness Gap in Nigeria," the Group Managing Director, Royal Exchange PLC, Mr. Chike Mokwonye, says that the role of the media in closing awareness gap of insurance is to deliver education and advocacy.
The role of the media in closing insurance awareness gap in Nigeria is to help improve insurance literacy through insurance education and advocacy. We will understand insurance literacy to me is very important to understand this. Capacity to identify, understand, correctly assess the risk one is exposed to, and think critically of risk management mechanisms. So, because you should be able to identify your risk. Sometimes people do not even identify their risk, or sometimes we don't even try to at all. A lot of people will go into business, but they never think about the risk involved. For them, the only thing is capital. Give me the money, I will be able to do it. Then there are some other risks involved.
Other speakers were Ms. Funlola Akiode, Director, Corporate Planning and Strategy, NCC, who stood in for Dr. Eugene Jua, Executive Vice Chairman, NCC. Some of the companies that received awards at the ceremony this year were Niger Insurance PLC, Starco Insurance PLC, Royal Exchange PLC, Standard Alliance Life Assurance PLC, and a host of others. As Business Journal magazine marks its 5th anniversary going forward, many prayers and wishes is for the magazine to continue to report the business community more effectively.
Give me a silent R. Give me a senior A. Give me a collective C. Give me another excellent E. What we have? Grace.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is your boy Elenu, comedian of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Are you insured? Because I insured die. They insure me die. Insure my dad, my mom, my sister, even insure people when they come for road. Trust me, if you're not insured, you need to get insured. There's nothing like insurance. Elenu says so. God bless you.
Alright, that's it from us on this edition of the program. I do hope you thoroughly enjoyed it. Like I always say here, for comments, questions, observations, do feel free to get in touch with us on 017763981 or 08033357879, or better still, send us an email, almond4xx@yahoo.com or almondproduction@gmail.com. You can also visit us on our website, www.almondreports.com. Many thanks to Standard Alliance Life Assurance Limited, our partner on this program. Do not forget also to join us every Wednesday by 9:45 a.m. on Niger FM 102.7 for our Pidgin English program called Waiting Insurance, They Do Safe. My name is Faith Uwode. Until same time, same station next week, where we'll come your way with a fresh package of this program. From all of us here, it's goodbye.